This is video 8.4. In it, we will study a sphere rolling down an incline. The question: a sphere of mass m and radius r rolls down an incline of height h. We'd like to know, what will the sphere's speed be at the bottom as a function of the height and g? The first step is problem solving. We'll use the conservation of energy. We know that the ball's energy is entirely potential energy at the top of the ramp, and then at the bottom it's entirely kinetic energy. So if we can find a formula for the kinetic energy in terms of just the velocity, then we can set that equal to the potential energy at the top of the ramp and solve for the velocity. Step 2 will be to find an expression for the total kinetic energy. The kinetic energy of a rotating object is equal to the translational kinetic energy, that due to the ball's forward motion, and the rotational kinetic energy, the kinetic energy due to the ball's rotation around its axis. This is equal to 1/2 mv squared plus 1/2 I omega squared, where I is the moment of inertia and omega is the angular velocity. For a sphere, I equals 2/5 mr squared and omega equals v over r. This implies the 1/2 I omega squared, the rotational kinetic energy, can be written in this form if we plug in the expression for I and the expression for omega. But notice, this allows us to cancel out r and to cancel out these 2's so that we have an expression only in terms of m and v. So therefore, the total kinetic energy is equal to this expression, which is equal to 7/10 mv squared. Now we can find the velocity. We have the initial energy, which is entirely potential energy, equal to mgh, and this is equal to the final energy, which is the total kinetic energy, which we just found to be 7/10 mv squared. We can cancel out the m's, and this implies that 7/10 v squared is equal to g times h. Rearranging a bit more, we have v squared is equal to 10/7 g times h. And this implies the v equals the square root 10/7 gh. And this is an expression for the velocity in terms of g and h. That concludes video 8.4. Check out PhysicsX on the app stores. This revolutionary physics app for smartphones and tablets contains over 100 videos and 500 multiple choice questions designed by education experts. It's been proven to improve scores for intro college physics, AP physics, MCAT physics, and more. Just look for the blue icon.